Hi, everyone. Welcome to our meditation and mindfulness session today. My name is Skylar Ramirez, your holistic care specialist and stress management specialist. Today's meditation is going to revolve around a lot of visualization, being able to visualize specific energies in the body known as chakras or wheels of energy. Now, these chakras or wheels of energy have been proven to exist also in Western medicine, as they are identified as bundles of nerves in your spine and in the brain. So let's get started today. First of all, get comfortable. You might want to come into a seated position. You might want to lie down. If you are seated, I do highly recommend that you move yourself to the edge of the chair. That way you're able to sit upright without a lot of pressure on your lungs or on your low back. Now let's become aware of the breath. And in finding the breath, we may be aware of the breath by simply feeling it in our bodies, or maybe we feel it by way of touching the body. So you might want to put your hands on your belly and feel the rise and fall of your stomach. Maybe put both hands over your chest, feel for the rise and fall of your chest or your heart. And of course, you might also want to visualize the breath. So, to visualize the breath, first sense the presence of the breath, the presence of the energy all around you. We are immersed in our own breath, we are immersed in the life force. Have a sense of the temperature of the air around you. That is the breath. Maybe notice parts of the skin that are exposed right now to the air around you. So notice the temperature of the breath by your neck or by your ears. Maybe even notice the wrist or the ankles. Notice the inner ears, the center of the forehead and the tip of your nose. The breath can be interpreted through any part of the body that is exposed to the air around us. Now, from this place of awareness, we know that we can shift attention at any time in how we identify with the breath. So at some point, you may decide you want to put your hands in a different place, or maybe you want to lie the hands out beside you. Being fully immersed in the breath, sense that the breath is a bright white light. It's an iridescent and vaporescent energy. We all breathe in this same air, and yet we might feel very different about the breath. All breathing in the same air, and yet our own thoughts, experiences, expectations, and emotions can change the way we experience this breath. Breathe this energy down all the way into your tailbone and into the base of the pelvis. Breathing this white light down low in the hips. Exhale and notice a heaviness in the lower extremities. So maybe notice a heaviness in your legs, a heaviness in the feet, the low back. On every exhale, maybe you feel a little heavier. Every exhalation drawing us into the earth, deepening our sense of connection with this heavy sensation. Feel yourself immersed in bright red light. Notice your body's interpretation of the breath with red light. Perhaps it's warm. Perhaps it's heavy. Notice if it feels expansive in nature or if it's constricting in any way. Letting go of judgment as to any qualities that the breath reveals to us. Simply identifying with the breath without judgment. Let's bring our attention again to the white light, immersed in the breath. Breathing this light into the pelvis, just below the belly button. Allowing awareness to shift energetically to the presence of a bright orange light. Maybe even feeling for an orb of orange energy, like a water balloon in the pelvis between the hips and navel. As we inhale with the presence of this orange orb of energy, take a moment to consider the element of water, elements of fluidity, buoyancy, hydration. Again, only noticing, identifying with the element of water without judgment. Bring awareness to the breath again, immersed in the white light. Sensing the presence of brilliant white light. Breathing this in and down to the navel center. Sensing the presence of a gold flame behind the navel, illuminating the trunk of the body, warming the spine. Noticing any sensations of warmth that might move from your tailbone, through the pelvis, to the navel, up to the chest, and even a sensation of warmth moving up into the throat and the mind space. From here, breathing deeply, embracing the gold light. As you exhale, watch as your body releases gold light. Inhaling white, exhaling gold. Keeping awareness on the white light, the presence of white light as we inhale. Breathe into the center of the chest. Maybe even feel as if your heart is functioning like a single lung in the body. A single lung in the center of the chest as we inhale, drawing white light into the center of the chest. Take in one big breath, then pause. As we pause at the top of the breath, embrace an expansive sensation. What is it to feel the chest space open? What is it to feel the heart open? When you're ready, exhale, watching as green light leaves from your chest. Let's try this once more, inhaling white light into the heart space. Pause here, chest maybe slightly bowed or expanded, embracing the expansiveness of the breath and the life force. And when you're ready, exhale, green light leaves from your chest, and pause again. Pause and notice the sensations that come with contraction. What is it to be suspended in this place where there is no breath, only stillness? You may want to hold this place or this stillness a little longer. Remember, you can breathe at any time. We're not holding the breath. We're not resisting the body's natural urges to sustain us energetically. So remember, you can breathe at any time. Let's shift to the white light again. Breathing in this white light, relax your jaw. Notice any tension in your lower lip. Paying special attention to the very middle of your bottom lip. Maybe even separating the bottom lip away from the top. Inhale in through the nose and notice the sensations of the breath, the white light moving down into your throat. As you exhale, the breath energetically moves up and out from your throat. Sense the presence of a turquoise blue orb of light in your throat, the size of an ostrich egg. This energy is quite large. Sensing that this energy, this bright turquoise blue light, the size of an ostrich egg, expands beyond your physical body, seeing that this orb of light expands over the tops of your shoulders and maybe even moves down your arms. Focus on the white light. Inhale white light. Let's inhale white light into the nose and up to the middle of the brain. Become aware of the very middle of your brain, a point somewhere straight down from the middle crown of the head, and then straight back from the center of your forehead, finding that point energetically where we experience the midbrain. Inhale white light to the very middle of the brain. And as you exhale, sense that this energy moves straight out of your forehead, out from the third eye, flushing white light through the mind space. Inhaling white light into both nostrils to the middle of the brain. And then exhaling, sensing a release of light, a release of pressure, a release of cool energy, like a wind rushing through the mind space. This wind of energy moves to the middle of the brain and then flushes out, cleansing the mind space, leaving from the center of your forehead. Continue to filter this white light into the nose, to the midbrain, and then out the center of your forehead. And sense again the presence of the life force being immersed in this white light. Not only do we filter it through our bodies, but we sense its presence, a constant immersion of the life force all around us and now moving through us. as we sense the presence of the light force around us and through us. Affirm, I am that. I am that. That which heals. I am that. Now become aware of a space at the base of your skull. Drawing a line from the base of the skull up to the midbrain and out the forehead. This is an energetic bundle that helps us to become more introspective, to see one's self. This is an energy to help with introspection and self-studies. Becoming aware of that point at the base of your skull. Imagine that this place opens, it softens, and we allow white light to enter through the base of the skull, up to the middle brain, and then out the center of the forehead, cleansing the mind space, eliminating any histories, any egos, any traumas that might be inhibiting or challenging our ability to see clearly. Breathing into this place at the base of the skull, up to the middle brain and out the center forehead, encouraging right sight, a true reality. Perhaps even affirming now, I see. This is vision based on insight. Vision that gives us a gift of discernment. Let's allow the breath to deepen subtly, simply exerting fractions of effort on the inhale, just bits of effort to become more aware of the physical parts of us that receive the breath. And maybe we let go of the visual altogether now. All energies in the body balanced, all parts of us seeing clearly. From here, we may want to place our hands over our heart, sealing and preserving this energy. When you're ready, try one big breath and then let it go with a sigh. And from here, we can close together. Namaste, everyone. Have a lovely day.